Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bench Talk. Tonight, it's not just, it's me, your co-host, Sunny Evening, joined by the guys, Akin Neuron, Clint St. Hill.
Yeah, good night.
This is street ball. This is called this street cricket, tree on tree. How you guys doing, man?
Pretty good.
Good man,
And
good,
yourself?
good.
Yeah, good, man. Not much to shout about, but
You
let me not waste much
wanna
next
have
time.
you wanna have much to
Hmm?
shout about? Hmm?
What is that, sir?
Yeah, just
My,
uh,
saying.
hmm, my team still in the dance. I still in the
You
dance.
talking about brother? You guilty? I'm saying. But carry on.
Hmm.
Carry
Team
on.
still in the dance, but as long as it's still in Super 12s, you got a chance. Everybody. I mean, how the T20 worker has been for the guys. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. They get
Lovely so
the
far.
points. Yeah, the points a lot closer than we think. Yeah.
yeah,
Good
good
spectacle, man.
competitive cricket. Yeah, good for neutrals. Good competitive cricket for sure, sure,
And
There's
sure.
why
no
why
clear
like
cut winner. These
Yeah,
small teams putting up a fight. I think everybody at least win one game with Netherlands winning today.
this is the
So
most open race. I find this is the most
ever,
open race for a World Cup.
yeah,
Anytime it's
because
gone, boy, we can say, you know what, I feel it can be England or I feel it can be Australia, but like I feel anybody can win this World Cup.
yeah.
well,
That's
I
just
to
already
so.
know
be
how
fair
I
to
already know how it's gonna win it. Like I said, for year one, and it's
who
still South Africa. I just I
yeah
hope I'm wrong and India win, but
I
I
can't.
just
the thing what
man, the ball in the top. The
this
ball in the
the
top.
thing that's the thing the pace bowling this so far for the World Cup has been fantastic to watch. Clint, I'm not man.
Yeah,
Last I
for
sit
sure.
down and watch a T20 World Cup with such an exemplary array of fast bowling, and
Yeah,
not man just bowling 82. These men bowling nine. I say Mark would chain not
Mark was
95.
ridiculous,
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
So I
Ralph,
am glad. I am glad for that. I am glad for that coming up.
I hope
Yeah,
I'm wrong. But
and
South
the
Africa,
sixes, the sixes ain't what it used to be, Nero boy. You know you got appreciation for small boundaries. The sixes in there, but true cricketing, you gotta play cricket shots.
Got a
that's
Man
for
pass.
scoring,
sure.
man scoring 60 with 10 fours and not a six, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, by the end of this week, you'll know who in the semifinals, and then we will see how it takes shape from there. But West Indies also announced their test squad for their tour to come down on in Australia.
Caution,
Let me just let you. No, Phil
caution.
Simmons said head coach. Apparently, they also said they're gonna find an interim head coach for the South Africa tour. Cause immediately, when we come back, you come back and then head to South Africa. So the squad is fellas: Craig Baffert's captain, Jermaine Blackwood vice captain, and Kuma Bonner, Shamar Brooks, Tejaran Chandapal, Roston Chase, Joshua De Silva, Jason Holder, Atari Joseph, Kyle Mears, Anderson Phillip, Raymond Rifa, Kemar Roach, Jaden Seals, and Damon Thomas. Any surprises? Anybody who y'all think should be in? Y'all agree with the squad selection?
For me, the exclusion of Morty is a little bit of a
Tim Moore, he's still
surprise.
injured. It's still injured.
No,
Maybe the
Morty can't
is
be
it?
injured. Morty bowling in Antigua or Trinidad right now. So
He had to give a reason for Moti though. Let me see if I can find it. But continue, Clint.
yeah, so Morty was the only exclusion that was a bit of a surprise to me. I didn't think that he did too badly in his last outing. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't shockingly bad either. So for him not to be included, even if that was alongside the same Rosson Chase, because I suspect Rosson may have been selected um, from a bowling perspective, more so. Because if you look at the makeup of the squad, there's no other frontline spinner. So I'm assuming that Rosson is going to be that person. But I still thought that Moti, there should have been still some room for Moti in the squad to travel to Australia just as an option, not to necessarily he has to start, but as an option. So yeah, that was a little bit of a surprise to me, but the rest of the team kind of picks itself. Shamar Brooks back into the squad, traveling away from home, so I guess he's providing some measure of cover in the batting department. Um, so no real surprises there. Obviously, John Campbell is also Tajan Rain is tipped to make his debut. So yeah, the squad that testing basically picks itself. So it's just the
Pay you 11 from there now.
starting 11.
Going
Hey,
down
yeah.
on the first test at Perth.
Um, Craig Tajan Rain. Raymond is going to bat at 3. I expect Bonner to bat at 4. Um, Jermaine Blackwood 5. Calmer 6. Jason
Mm-hmm.
Holder 7.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, or maybe Ralston 7. I think Ralston will start. Seeing that you have no other spinner, so Ralston probably will play. So Ralston
Probably.
7, Jason Holder 8. Um,
The Silver Nine.
the Silver 9, Roach 10, and Jaden Seals 11. So
Whoa!
Wow.
Zari will
So
miss out.
you can know that's interesting. So your three seamers, you can have Jason, Jaden, and Roach, with Curl and Raymond pitching in. But you're going to have to extend the batting. I think the worst thing is extending the batting.
I know at
For
standing batting. I'm saying Ralston is playing. Ralston is playing because I think that he's been selected to bowl all spin. We don't have any other spin in the squad, so Ralston will bowl a large amount. Will play one and will bowl a large amount of overs. Um,
and not Raymond sit down and play roster to
nah,
play the extra fast bowler. I would
Remo,
recommend him play extra fast bowler.
but Remo is back. Remo is playing to bat at 3. So Remo and Ross are not vying for the same position in the 11. Two different positions. So yes, I know at times gone by Roston would have batted at 4 and what's not, but I think that he's been selected to, like I said, to bat in the middle order or even lower order at that.
Okay, not bad. Nero, let me hear you.
Team selection, not so much. Probably just a few questions. Obviously, Devon Thomas, we always chop and change for that market keeper. Him, um, Hamilton, best carry share. Oh, like, come on, like, yes, we've tried and tried, but better to have a shareholder in reserve than the other guys. Not being biased or anything. And the question of Elvis Roston, Barbadian, good player, but he was omitted. Nothing changed in time, and he's back in the squad. You understand? So it's like, why was he omitted in the first place, and what changed in that time, other than a coach, that he's no back in the team? You understand? So it's just some questions, small questions like that. But all in all, no surprises. Obviously, after John Campbell debacle, Shannon Paul would have been in, probably a bit overdue. I heard some persons crying out for oh Lord, left hand opener, not Chandra. He got hit in the head. He hurt his finger. He was opening the other day for West Indies, man. There for one rest.
Oh,
For Trinidad, Solizano, Jeremy
Salzano,
Solizano.
Salzano,
mm-hmm.
yeah. I heard
Yeah.
some person say he was a bit hard done by, but Shannon Paul was ran a farm in there every time he stepped on the field. So, and the way he bats, I think we tried everything.
When they need it.
We can try that at this level. I don't know how effective it's going to be at this level with obviously batting two similar types of players at the top, right? But I guess nothing beats a try. We'll see how it goes.
But
As for this, listening.
no, I said what might help what help them is Perth the ball on the box, so you won't get that. Clint the outfield is fast. You will kick it slow, so they get a little back on ball. They probably can get good value. They can get good value for the shot.
But he may never
My
play
shot is
Vanessa.
Cornwall.
He may never play Vanessa.
Well,
Cornwall is. Oh man, what do
to
you
me, I
got?
would, I would, I would,
I
I would have claimed, I would
give
have
it a ball.
preferred. If I get called back a spinner, I would have taken Cornwall.
No, no,
Why
no,
not?
no.
When I say he ain't really do nothing, but he batting. You can tell me
But
CPL, but cricket is cricket.
Test cricket and 2020 any ball plays two different
But
things, boss.
Ross didn't do nothing since the last time he was thing. So
That's the question. I have no problem with him being there. Just want to know what
There's obviously
changed. What
there's
changed in
obviously a
that
thing
time?
about there's obviously a thing about all spin though. The selectors have obviously identified. I guess Australia probably has a few left-handers. Probably about 4 or 5 maybe. So
Warner, Warner
there's
can open the
there's
baptism.
Warner, there's Kawaja, there's Travis Head, um,
Kerry,
Alex
Alex Kerry,
Carey. That's
start
4.
Start.
Start 5.
here's the way.
Here,
So yeah, quite a few.
But the thing is, you gotta get past
we
to him in the middle.
Well, I mean, yeah.
go and
So
baby go.
so
But Kawaja has been a rich driver for him too.
no, for
And
sure. So
David Warner in Australia is averaging some ridiculous amount too.
yeah, so there's obviously a reason why they selected Roston. Like I said, I would have carried a left arm spinner as well. I think Multi, the fact that he played already and then it just feels as though he was discarded. I don't know if there's another reason. You said something about injury or whatever, but he's playing now.
But,
So
but for
so
me,
I don't know. I don't know.
it's here and there because I don't think spinner would be that effective on those surfaces unless you're high
You
of
may
high
need a
quality.
holding
Yes,
man
you
though,
need it.
but
Correct. You need a man
you
to
may need a
hold to rest
holding
the
man.
fast bowlers for
Yeah,
sure.
you may
But I
need a
just talking
holding
about
man.
for sure effectiveness. We've seen some of the best struggle probably in their earlier tours. We've seen Ashwin, we've seen some others. You understand? So I don't think that the spinner selected to bowl out Australia. I think it was more of a give fast bowlers a rest, hold, try to
My
To
control
thing,
it,
do a job.
etc. Yeah.
I
my
want to
thing
say
with
this.
that.
I want to say this. Now that we're talking about spinner, I really would like for our selectors to start pitching holding our cricketers because I genuinely believe
You know what I'm saying?
that Aki was saying is the best spinner in Caribbean. I genuinely believe that, but he's just been labeled as a white ball cricketer. So we don't. I mean, when I would have checked his first class stats, they're not amazing. They're guys there that actually have better stats than him, but they're pretty good though. Um,
So,
and I
but on
just
that front
feel
as well, why not best pick a guy like I wouldn't even be mad if I saw a selection of Yannick. Like,
yeah.
we pick him for T20. Like, why not attack him? Like, something
He's not
different.
he's not the worst. He's not the worst thing
Yeah,
that you
he's
said.
got himself in the back.
If
So,
yeah, if I saw him in squad, I won't be upset to be honest.
so it's like,
But
that's
but
something different.
I just feel that Aki could give you ball size. He could give you that control if you need it, and he also has wicket taking balls in his hands. So I don't know. I could just
My
hope that he gets that opportunity at some point because
my
I genuinely think that he's good.
my thing with them is gonna be mentally. You had coach already resigning. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be
That
tough for sure.
that
No two
dynamic
ways.
gonna be messy. It gonna be messy.
Yeah,
For
it's
Cause
gonna be
you
sure.
gonna
tough.
tell yourself you can kind of tune out. You say, man, you went all with a guy long anyway. So what you telling me? So like, and this is a critical tour. I just said there's a
It's
lot of
always
man
going to be a difficult
baptism,
tour. It's more
Not
difficult.
always.
but it can be a baptism of fire for enough because obviously for some it can be, and you can really see how the guys measure up batting wise and what's not. I just want them not to try to play any outrageous pulls or anything though. Try and watch your ball. You really have to watch your ball in Australia. Like you can't. South Africa was a test and a fail, but Australia,
Caribbean.
correct. Australia home, and then immediately after that, you go straight into a pink ball test, and them undefeated.
Hmm.
So I really, truly, as Rod said, when he was on, they really should have had some practice games playing with these new guys playing the pink ball game or some little bilateral series playing the pink ball, getting accustomed to the pink ball. We all know how the pink ballers behave between that little 6 and 7 o'clock, 6 and 8 o'clock
Ask
period for the
Bryce.
night,
Hmm.
and then we can say,
Ask
"Oh
Bryce.
shoot, yeah,
As for the
they're
starting
playing."
11, though, Azari's ought to be in
Mm-hmm.
there. He's the quickest in the lot. He's been fine farm over the last 6, 7 months. So I find it hard to see a West Indies 11 in Australia, where most of the other guys are probably medium to leave out Azari.
That's
So
what he's
that
saying.
being said,
Mm-hmm.
probably
Boston,
unfortunately, no Rosling can play because they're gonna want to somehow.
they cannot play
So
Raymond.
stuff. I love Raymond, but obviously hierarchy can play the role as in Bono got a couple hundreds or 100 or so. So even if it means he's starting back up, I don't know who's gonna start at 4 though. But oh yeah, bro, smoke there, boy.
Yeah, but
No,
you can't play Brooks. That's still 12. That's 12 man you're
Yeah,
talking there.
but Azari has to be at 11.
Right, right. So Azar is in for who? For Ramon?
Probably, unfortunately, because he has to
Right.
play.
So Bono goes to 3. You're
mm-hmm.
buying Jermaine Blackwood at 4.
Like,
Clayton,
You buying Ross and
mm-mm.
Chase at 4 because you just told me that.
he will have to.
Oh God.
He will have to.
But you just told me, but based on what you
He will
told me
have
just
to.
now.
Azari has to
Okay.
play. I understand what you're trying to do, but Azari has
I'm
to
not.
play. So
Okay.
you can't go in there. It can be harder than Australia.
So
With,
Clay,
No,
so you,
honestly,
you,
I'm not. I'm
it can
not
be
against
hard.
Azari playing. I'm
It can
not
be
against
difficult.
Azari playing. No, and I 100% understand and agree.
so you back Palmeiras
Um,
at 5.
with Azari playing, but I don't know. With the maker of that team there,
Yeah,
it's tough.
it may cut any best, but ball in attack wise, Jason the ball at 78 to 80,
No,
Cousins
I
the
get
ball
you
at
the attack, the
75.
same attack. I
So
think if I'm being critical of it, it is a bit samey to be honest. Even
you need at least
Seal
Azari.
is not at Express, so I get Azari playing, but I don't know.
So even if Azari Seals might miss out,
See now, see who's gonna play.
I think Seals has to play.
See who's gonna play.
I like the Seals, but it cannot
I,
go down there and perfect these places. Media place.
I can't.
I don't,
Roach is
I don't
I
Roach.
Ross, I don't,
Just
I
got
don't Rosson
extra
or
ball.
Raymond. I don't Rosson
Cutter
or
got the
Raymond.
golden arm.
Rosson or
Azari
Raymond are
has to
missing
play.
him.
Azari has to
Rosson
play.
or Raymond. It can come up to
Golden
them
at
too.
150 now. You got to at least make them uncomfortable somehow. It's
Rosson
already,
or
it's
Raymond.
already going to be difficult. It's already going to be difficult. So you have to
Okay,
get off from
Raymond
them.
probably might missing him. Raymond probably might missing him. Probably.
if he
And
does,
Silva, I don't think Silva is back, but I think you got to make that swap now. Bro.
To put Silva out, what?
Silva, one above Mr. Holder.
One Buffalo.
Mr. Holder.
So you play Silva at
Wow.
6?
No,
7?
we had Silva at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
that's a Clint lineup with Raymond Rifa and Rosson playing. But if you put in Azari, that means you would lessen in the batting. So Silva will go up to 8,
Right.
and
And Jason
so
will be
just
batting. In his team, Jason will be
7.
batting 7. Yeah.
No, so Silva will be batting 7 and just 8.
Right.
Right.
That's what he's saying. That should happen.
My kind of similar to Nero too. Like, yeah, and you got Azari gonna play. Azari gonna go play. You can't play Raymond and call CMP. So like them both, but you can't. Mm-mm.
But Rema is not playing the ball though.
But you
Vermont
You
is
know,
not
but you
gonna
can
Canada,
go
bowl.
bully.
Pardon?
But you can go bully
That's
because
not true. That I don't think Vermont. I don't. Yeah. Yes. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying that he's not gonna bowl overs at all. But in terms of packing order, I think that the skipper probably goes to him maybe last, because Calmers will bowl before him. Obviously, if you're playing Roach and Azari and Jaden Seals, they're all gonna bowl before him. Um, so yeah, he I call Jason Hall just now.
yeah.
Right. So he probably gonna be fourth or fifth seam option as opposed to being somebody that gonna probably go early. Last they've identified one of the Australian batters has some sort of weakness against left hand seam. But Calmer's gonna be probably. I'm pretty sure Calmer's probably will bowl before Raymond in that team.
This is a real test for so somebody in that state to stand and back. You
Yeah,
can go and stand and back. Whoever decides to
always
put up the
is.
hand and put it on back, you will get respect. Cause the fans we don't expect the fans ain't gonna expect a 2-0, or 1-0 series win. It would be surprising, it'd be catastrophic, but
My
they
biggest
just
my big my biggest thing is that when we get on that plane to leave the Caribbean heading to Australia, I am more concerned about our mental side of things. I feel as though, and I'm not necessarily with this prop or not necessarily with the testing, but I have seen West Indies teams in times gone by going to series already defeated, and it's tough because everybody Australia is a very hard place to go, regardless of who you are, reputation, farm table, whatever the case is. Um, Make no mistake about that. But you go as a player and as a unit, you gotta go into every single series believing that you could win, believing that you're gonna be a success. So I am hoping, I'm pretty sure that with Christ's leadership though, and the characters within that dressing room, that we're gonna go down there looking to fight. And to be honest, I don't think that a test win is completely beyond us, is going to be very difficult. But I don't think that is completely impossible. I just don't. So
the
yeah,
best
the
chance is to
attitude
win.
gotta be
The
right.
best chance is to win the first test. Your best chance, cause
Well, yeah,
they are
the
they are
DNA
unbeat they are
DNA is tough.
unbeaten they
Yeah,
are
DNA
unbeaten
is
in the
tough.
paintball.
DNA is tough.
yeah, they could be open.
Yeah, DNA is tough, especially if you
But
bat at a long
everybody,
periods.
yeah, you see, that's it. That is it. And the best sides in the world struggle day and night down in Australia for some reason. They're all beaten for a reason. So the best chance is you first test, you jump on them, they got bad, and allow Australia to claim back. Because this is a must-win series for Australia in terms of the Test Championship rankings. Because them and South Africa is only top of the table. But the first test, let me see, is beginning. They have a warm-up game planned. Planned at 7 Australia 10th of November. Warm-up game Thursday, October the 17th. November the 17th. Then they got 4 day paintball. Oh, they got paintball match. Wednesday 23rd to Saturday 26th of November. So, not too bad. First test starts 30th of November on Barbados National Day.
No comment.
But,
Uh,
all right, next. Regional Super 50 fellas. Regional Super 50.
yeah, obviously Barbados with a win first game. Um, Decent performance, I would say, against the emerging players. The 11 that I thought would have started the game actually started, from what I can remember. Yeah, Java Leacock made his debut, so congratulations to him. Um, I don't remember if there are any other debutants. I just remember him. Zach McCarthy getting 70 odd in the game. I thought that he batted well. Um, Gave it away there at the end. Um, in that situation, he really should be eyeing a red anchor. But I thought that he batted well, and that was good things. On the other side as well, to Kevin Wickham, I thought he played really well for his half century Barbadian. For those who may not know,
Kabat
uh,
Sorgan. Oh
yeah,
dear.
he's one of his shining lights, and I'm genuinely excited to see his progress over the next couple of years. He did very well in the Legends Cup. He's been doing very well in the domestic scene. Um, and he's taking that into the regional tournament, and he's actually being noticed because actually when he got 50, I heard the commentators speaking about some West Indies um, board members and officials taking note. So yeah, he's definitely one to watch, and I hope that um, he stays on that path and continues to grow in the way that he's been growing over the last couple of years. But yeah, good win for Barbados all in all. Just a little surprise. I thought Shea would have batted in
Open.
the top three. Yeah. Um, so I mean, okay, fine with McCaskey in the side or in the squad, sorry. And if he started, then either McCaskey would have gone through and straight open, or the other way around. But to see him bat at five was a little bit um,
Much thinker.
surprising. So yeah, I don't know if they were probably just playing around with the lineup and roles. Maybe Shea um, was taking on the role of finisher. I'm not sure, but I guess we will see in the second game um, how we decide to line up, and then obviously Roston with a score as well too. I thought he batted well. Um, Also, I saw him playing some sweeps and reverse sweeps and stuff like that against his spin. So he looks as though he's added some stuff to his game. He's made some pretty decent form actually quietly on the local scene. He got a match winning knock for his team in the final for Empire in T20 competition, and then obviously runs there for Barbados. So yeah, we have a pretty strong team, and Javalika had a pretty decent run out there in the opening fixture. So just for Barbados to keep the momentum going in the rest of the tournament.
Any other performances, Clint, that would for you two, Nero? Any other performances? I can't pronounce the name, so I can bet for Clint or Nero can pronounce the name. But the guy from Windward Islands.
Oh, you move off the Barbados game. You talking about Athens?
Yeah, yeah, Barbados. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
as Coach Clint, you can give me a good representation for the squad. I didn't
yeah,
see
yeah.
their first game, but I saw the Windward guy.
Yeah, Athens, I've been really, really impressed with him. I saw obviously he's been around for a little while. I think he's been put on the circuit for the last 5 years or so. But I was just watching that their first game, and I saw when he was about 50. So I actually rewind on the stream there, um, and I just decided to watch him back, and I was very, very impressed with before he went about his innings, especially the spin. Um, he was able to knock the ball down the ground in the middle overs. He has sweeps. He has reverse sweeps for six as well. Against the pace, good drive of the ball. His balance looks good. Just looks like a really organized player. Um, so he went on to get a big 100. That was also another positive sign. It wasn't just 101 or 105. I think he got 130 something. Today again, no, I said I got to tune in because a man scores 100 like that. I need to see him again. My box said 100 with 140. So once again, very um, in control innings. It had flair. It just had everything. He looks like a man that's been playing international cricket for a couple of years. It was those are two really, really, really good hundreds. I haven't seen 50 over hundreds like that on the local scene or the
Security
regional
one the
scene.
other night was good too.
Yeah, it
Cardi
was
one,
good.
yeah,
It was good. It was
yeah,
good.
but his
But
was
something about this guy Athens
man,
looks a special player to me. So I'm
really.
really looking forward to what he does for the members for the rest of the tournament.
Man,
Um, and yeah, I hope that he can go on and be a really good player for
man.
West Indies in the future.
Any royal talk? Or you ain't got to catch much of the game?
Back to the Barbados. This year, I'm really looking forward to the performance levels of the Barbados team. Obviously, after the Opa, in the last 50, where we played probably last, man, obviously we know how that went down. So I'm looking forward to the performance levels. I always have Rustin Chase to do well, seeing his status in West Indies cricket. He was here or there, so I know Rustin would have always had a bounce back season. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, he leaves for Australia, so he would have fulfilled the entire season. It was a bit, I don't know if that was pre planned, share batting at five. I'm a fan of it. I'm not a fan of that in Barbados setup. Um, I don't know if his latest exploits in CPL, couple of innings, I don't know, but she averages 50 opening for West Indies, so it's like she opens and everything else happens around him for me. But if that's their plan for this season, fair enough to Barbados. But for me, he has to open it back. But about player to McCaskey, I think it's time for him now to take that next step, and become a cemented player for Barbados, especially when Craig and Shea, those guys are out. He has to be well cemented player. Young Simmons in amongst the wickets again. Young Simmons. Roberts obviously invested a lot in him, so Simmons in and on the wicket. It's good to see Javed making his debut. Can't remember the last time we saw a leggy, an out and out leggy. Can't remember.
Ryan Lynn, Scratchy,
Yeah, like
Nicolay Charles. That's the
Brooks
name.
and
Yeah,
those young Brooks, but out and out. Yeah,
almost a
was
decade ago.
and I'm glad that we actually played him. So
Yeah, it's
hope
good.
he gets a run in this Barbados team. We're gonna top. Got veterans at this level now, Roy Khan and those guys, Primus, and so it was a solid performance. Looking forward to seeing Barbados against better opposition. Waivers has a very good unit there. Looking at the names on paper alone, Waivers got a
Yeah.
very good team. Experienced youth. Waivers has a good team, but performance-wise, I'm looking forward to see how Barbados goes about this entire tournament. Hopefully, ends in victory. But
But
well played,
mhm.
well played to the youngsters as well, and then hopefully they got some 18 tours in the pipeline so that we just won't waste these guys good form. So these guys, Kevin Wickham's guys from Windward, Carty. Well, Carty will probably be in that city setup. But these guys, just don't waste these guys form. Have some 18 tour,
Yeah,
some high performance,
very important.
have something in pipeline so that after this tournament,
Yeah,
after you
that
guys have,
academy. What
understand?
happens with that academy is going to be very interesting. I hope that they didn't just come together for the sake of this tournament, like you said. So I would like. I don't know if the funds are there to create another EHPC, but at a minimum, like you said, some tours. Take those
Something.
guys to subcontinent, take them to Australia, take them to New Zealand, to the UK, wherever, so that a guy doesn't debut. You don't have a Keegan Simmons or Athenaeus or whoever on debut for West Indies, and it's the first time they've ever been to subcontinent. They never had to bat on pitches like that, had to deal with humidity at the subcontinent like that. All those things, it would not be a culture shock. So yeah,
I think,
you're spot on.
furthermore, at this stage of our cricket, I think that should be basically a second job. Like 18 tours should have like a full yearly roster by now. Like you
Yeah,
understand, West Indies
yeah,
A, like I see India A play a lot of cricket. So at this
yep,
stage, West Indies A should be just traveling like
yeah,
basically 9 months of the year. You
yeah,
understand? So those guys, if whenever they're needed, they're already playing some competitive cricket and can be called upon at any time. So I think at this stage, 18 cricket should be like. So I think we're missing the trick there. But so far, so good for the tournament. Unfortunately, some of the guys, some of the better players will have to depart for regional duty, but you know how that goes. But so far, so good. So far, so good.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good for some for kids. We'll see who's favorites to win finalists. I was shocked to see Romney playing for CCC. I
Favorite
don't know how.
Barbados time we're
Who Barbados replace Roston Chase with is going to be very interesting. I think that probably that plays a factor.
you know,
No, oh no, I didn't know.
you know,
No, I genuinely didn't know. Sorry.
yeah,
I know that
breaking
Shane
news.
Dart.
I heard
I know.
that.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
breaking news.
On that note, Clint, we can close the show out there. You know. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware.
Yeah, so we'll see about that with her. That's breaking news. That's what's coming
Okay.
through
That's so
sources.
far that.
So I guess we'll
That's
see
so
shortly.
far that.
But yeah,
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
guess we'll see.
All right. I want to thank you guys for coming out, short and sweet, and also thank the viewers for tuning in and commenting. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on all
wait, pause.
social media. Yeah, please.
I just want to say before you close the show, for Rock Cody, you can
So,
carry on for you can continue to close it. Close it out. Close it out.
I knew that was coming.
Close it out.
Have a good night, everyone.
Ever call them boys.